Hi everyone. Okay, so we're going to do the practice page N3. This is the one where we're practicing translations. So I have some of it filled out ahead, so we're going to go pretty quickly. My expectation was that you guys already did this page and we're just kind of going over it. So practice one. Oh, wait, something else. Before you start this, take a look at page N2. So I had you fill something different out before. I want you to be sure you have this corrected. We need to know that when we have an x-coordinate that moves right, we're adding to our x-coordinate. When we have an x-coordinate that moves left, we're subtracting. When we have a y-coordinate that moves up, we're adding to the original y-coordinate. And when we have a y-coordinate that moves down, we're subtracting. So that's how those are related, and that's going to play into exactly what we're doing on page N3. Okay, back to this. So this says use arrow notation to write a rule for the given translation. So arrow notation looks like this. You always state x, y, and then translates to, and then you give a rule. So we see our rule right here says right 5 units. Right means this way, which is a positive movement on our coordinate plane, and then up 1 unit, which means a positive change on our y coordinate. That's how I got x plus 5 and y plus 1. So let's do these first few points together. So we say we want to add 5 to our x value, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we go up 1. And we'll name that A prime. Okay, and then they want the coordinate of A prime here, so we're going to call that 1, 1, 2. So it's x is 1, y is 2. Okay, and then our B goes over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1. As you're doing this, you can check to see if you are probably correct, if your shape is going to look about the same. So these 2 points look like they're spaced the same, they're on the same line, those are all good. So D goes over 5 and up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1. And then C goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1. Also, notice that I'm going through counting each point over to make sure that I'm correct and not just drawing. I didn't just put the C there because I know it's next to D. I wanted to make sure that I'm right on. Okay, so and then you fill in your points here. B prime is 4, 2. C prime is 2, negative 1. D prime is 1, negative 1. Okay, and then I have this one already filled in, the second one. My rule was left 3 units, so left on the x-axis is negative, like that, and down on the y-axis is negative. Okay, so my rule is x comma y translates to x minus 3 and y minus 2. I followed the rule and I filled in my shape. And then named my coordinates, check and make sure yours are correct. And then here they're just asking for arrow notation to write the rule that describes the translation shown in the graph. Okay, so I just picked a point, so I picked E. Doesn't really matter which one you pick as long as it's its original point and its image. So I am counting how many over. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. So that's a positive movement. And then 1 up. So that is also a positive movement on the y-axis. So my x I add 4, and my y I'm adding 1. Okay, and then let's do this one together just to make sure we're right. So let's pick a point. I'll pick D. So D and D prime. Now be careful for with this one that you are finding the original pre-image or the original point and the prime and not counting the other direction. So we'll start on the original D and then count 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So 4 that way. That's a negative X value. And then my Y doesn't move up or down. So the Y is going to be either you write it as just a Y, or you can, if you want to just be particular, you can say Y plus 0. But we'll say X minus 4, comma, Y. Okay. And then the last 4 questions are asking to write a description, to write an arrow notation for the rule. So here's the description, and here is the arrow notation. Notice when it's units to the right, it's a positive, and units up, it's a positive for the Y. Check your work, and we're done.